Oh, hey, it's me, Blake. Hey guys, I'm Blake Hansen, and I heard you're in the market for some new mountain bike gear. So let's check out some stuff that you might want to consider. The good news is Evo's got everything you could possibly need, but does it need to be women's specific? Let's sort it out. First things first, helmets. There's a lot of options for helmets out there, but ultimately the one that's gonna be the best for you is the one that fits you the best, is the most comfortable, and hopefully that just means that you'll actually wear it. There are two main styles of helmets, the half shell and the full face. Half shell helmets are great on days when you're gonna be pedaling a lot. They're significantly cooler and easier to wear all day. They're breathable, have lots of adjustability, usually with a little dial on the back. Different brands offer different features. Some have more ventilation and more adjustability than others. The only downside to a half shell is that it doesn't offer full coverage protection, so if you do fall on your face, you're a little more exposed. The major benefit to a full face is that it's just gonna offer better protection. However, full faces are usually heavier, they don't breathe as well, and that typically makes them hotter to try and pedal around in all day. As sort of an in-between, some companies offer helmets with a removable chin bar, or at least a chin bar that has a lot of breathing holes in it, and those give you the opportunity to pedal up without a chin bar and then put it on for the descent. Lastly, there are options in the full shell category, which offer full head protection, but just don't have a chin bar, so you're still open-faced. So which option is best for you? Like I said before, the one that fits you the best is the one that you should get. Be sure to try on a few different ones to see which one fits you best. And remember, if you want more protection, just wear a full face. Let's talk about kits. Mountain bike clothing is anything that's comfortable, but there are a few things to consider when choosing the right kit for you. Tops. Unless you're running around in Lycra, which is totally fine, you're gonna wanna choose something that's comfortable and breathable. You can choose a technical fabric or cotton, but technical fabric will definitely wick sweat better when it's hot. Some jerseys have a longer back than front, so when you're hunched over your bike, you don't show skin. Long sleeves or short, it's really a matter of preference. Long sleeve isn't even necessarily for colder weather or not for hot weather. I'm always trying to keep my tattoos out of the sun, so I'm always hitting it with the long sleeve. It does also add a little bit of an extra layer of protection. What about bottoms? Ooh. Luckily for us, there are so many brands now that make women-specific outerwear, namely shorts and pants. By this point, you're probably well aware that different people have different shapes, and so it's really nice that some brands are doing stuff that's women-specific. Some of the things you'll see in the women-specific stuff is just a tailored fit that leaves more room for the waist, and the kits that I wear even have a yoga waist, so it gives you a nice, comfy feel, and they sit a little bit higher. So while it may not be necessary to have a women's-specific bike, it is pretty sweet to have women's-specific clothing. Let's talk about chamois. What is a chamois? How do you spell chamois? We're gonna talk about it. It's just padding sewn into shorts or bibs. Some people like padding if they're getting used to a new seat or they're new riders, or even me, I wear padding when I go on longer rides because eventually stuff starts hurting. Chamois aren't for everyone. A lot of people do ride without chamois, and I'm like, how do you guys do that? But it's worth trying out to see if it's for you or not. There are also different levels of padding for different brands, and you want to look at that. Sometimes a little padding helps, and some people are just full padding people. Again, choosing a chamois is a personal preference, but I'm not here to tell you whether or not you should pad your butt. Another age-old debate. Flats or clips? Key is to pick one and make sure that everyone knows which one you picked. While there are advantages to both flats and clips, it's best to try both out and see what you like. First, we've got clipless, often referred to as clips. It's weird. If you want to know more about it, just look it up. It's everywhere on the internet. You can find out. But they just offer a fixed point between your pedal and your shoe. Two major advantages to clipless pedals. One, obviously your feet are fixed, so they're not gonna fall off. And they do, because of that, also add some pedal efficiency because you can pull and push. The main challenge to clips is just the learning curve while you're getting the hang of clipping and unclipping. Some riders also just don't like the feel of their feet being stuck in the pedals. Those riders might prefer flat pedals. Flat pedals have pins in the platform that dig into the shoe to keep your foot from slipping around. The advantage to flat pedals is that they're way easier to learn on, you can wiggle your feet around, and they're just a little less intimidating. Newer riders should definitely get comfortable on flat pedals before they try clipless. Riding flat pedals means you do have to focus on keeping your feet adhered to the pedals, but this does give you the opportunity to hone better bike handling skills. The type of pedal you choose will ultimately decide the type of shoe you use, clips or flats. This might sound super obvious, but clipless shoes are going to be paired with clipless pedals. Flat shoes will be paired with flat pedals. Choosing a riding shoe is going to be the same as any other application. You're going to want to make sure that you're choosing something that's comfy to you. If you're riding flat pedals, I do think it's important to choose a specific mountain bike shoe. They're going to offer stickier soles, and they're definitely going to be more durable for when you inevitably crash. So ask around, see what your friends like, see what they might suggest, but definitely choose a shoe and pedal that fit your riding style best. One thing that's really easy to change on your bike is your grips. There are lock-ons, there are slip-ons, and there are thick and thin grips. But one thing to definitely keep in mind is that a lot of bikes do come with grips that are maybe on the thicker side. So if you have small hands, it's an easy thing to change that makes a world of difference. Next up is packs. There is a whole host of options for carrying your gear. You may even be lucky enough to have in-frame storage on your bike, like me. If you're someone who likes to bring a lot of stuff out on the trail, multi-tool, first aid kit, extra water, scones, then a backpack might be for you. I always carry a scone. Most backpacks have built-in hydration systems, so you can carry all your stuff and extra water without even having to have extra bottles. Ew. Fanny packs or hip packs are great for people who don't want to carry as many scones. They'll still let you carry around water bottles and just your basic necessities. Perhaps the most important accessory of all is snacks. Avoiding hanger is the key to any good ride. If you're anything like me, you'll carry around a lot of snacks. Just be your friend's hero. Bring him some snacks too. So you've got your kit, your shoes, your pedals, your helmets, your packs, and your snacks ready. The only thing left to do is to go for a ride.